Well, hello viewers, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who just visited, hit like, share and subscribe, sit back and enjoy the ride. And for those of you who follow me on a daily basis, it's meet the viewers if all goes well today. Today it's Colin Tweed and his missus. As you can see out the window of Villa Joro, bit overcast. In fact, next door got their stove going, but I don't think it's that. It's fairly warm. I don't think there's a need for that. So yeah, we'll see what the day brings. Yesterday was a lovely day. Took the bucket on a ride over the other side of Luxury. So we're going to jump in the car and meet Colin over at Muse Bar, which is about 15 minutes away, and see what he's got to say and how his holiday's going. Right, so Nadia was shut, so we've come to bar 7 and Colin's just pulled up next to us. There he is, look. Say hello, Colin.
Hello.
Yeah, so we're going to bar 7 for a coffee instead. But there you go. But as you can see, the weather wasn't very good last night, and unless you've got your surfboard, it ain't going to be much fun.
Oh yes, I am.
So yeah, if you've got a surfboard, I bet a lot of you haven't seen Lordas like this. But it's still very warm. Just a shame that it keeps going a bit cloudy. It absolutely tipped it down last night. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. It might clear up today. My gran used to say if there's enough blue sky to make a pair of sailor's trousers, it'll be a nice day. I was quite a bit over there. Let's go and see what Colin and the crew are up to. So Colin, what do you reckon to the weather?
Crap.
Have you brought a surfboard?
Do we want? Let's hope it picks up.
Does the missus go surfing?
No.
Are you going in for a dip? You're going to go for a surf? No? Don't look too keen to me. What do you reckon, Marcus? You going for a surf on the...
Me?
Yeah.
Next life.
Oh, okay.
Next life.
Yeah.
Now there's not the time for that.
Oh, well, I'll go. If you go, I'll go. How's that?
My next life.
Yeah. Anyway, those of you who haven't met him, this is the Muppet. He used to be a friend of Pete's when he was alive, and I've inherited him now, so somebody's got to take care of him. He's famous for going to sleep in the middle of the roads. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. They were thinking of not bothering with the villa for him to stay, and they were just going to build a stretch of road and let him sleep there.
It's a roundabout.
Anyway, I'm going to get a coffee and we'll be back right after this. So what do you reckon to that then?
My sauce.
Alright, see, Colin's happy, he's got his sauce. But the bucket's got bacon sarnie.
Some vinegar, please. Vinegar.
Diane's got.
So there you go, the food's pretty good there.
Thank you.
Right, so apparently this gentleman here is not only a talented engineer, that's what he's done all his life from what he's been telling me, but he does some really nice woodwork. So I'm going to let Colin tell you a little bit about what he does on Facebook with his woodwork.
Yeah, if you look at my Facebook page, it's actually called Colin Tweed Shed Brewery. So I brew beer and wine as well at home, and I also put a lot of my woodworking items for sale on there. So if you have a look at my page and contact me if you see anything you want, then just get in touch with me.
Or contact me on the copy page and I'll put you in touch with him. And later on in the video I'll show you a really nice pen that he's given me in the bucket, which I can now, got no excuse, I can write my cheques. So what were you going to do today, did you say?
Go home and have a kid.
See, living the dream. So that's been Meet the Viewers, and on with the rest of the video. So while I was editing the video, I suddenly realised I hadn't filmed the pen, which is absolutely superb, Colin. It really is. Look at that. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. Let's get it against the white background. Perhaps that might be better. Yeah, he's turned that out of a piece of wood. And my old battered hands from years of using hammers and riding motorbikes in all sorts of conditions, I find it difficult to hold a pen. And of course, I'm dyslexic, so I tend to grip the pen very tightly when I'm trying to get all stressed trying to write. It's just a beautiful thing. So thank you for that, Colin. It's a fantastic pen. And I'm not just saying that. I actually do like this pen a lot. I've been using it ever since he gave it me. Yeah, brilliant. So that was a really nice afternoon spent with Colin and his missus, chatting about his engineering days and eating the fine food at Bar 7. So here we are in Kateleios, however it's pronounced. I really don't care anymore. People keep telling me, oh, you pronounced it this way, that way. Well, I pronounced it Kateleios, so there you go. The bucket's off into the marina. I think she's going to hire a boat or something by the looks of it. Yeah, of course, those of you who watch the channel on a regular basis will know that the last time I was here, it was the beginning of the year and everything was shut. Well, as you can see, the sun's out, it's a beautiful day and well and truly open. Now then, last time I walked past this place, there was a guy doing some gardening. So this is for the benefit of the regular watchers. It's pretty much all back to normal again now. Look, you would never know he'd dug all that up. That was full of wheelbarrows and earth and stuff like that. And down this back road there was some construction work going on, which isn't finished yet, but maybe that's because the season started and they don't want to disturb everybody. I'll be interested to see what they're building over there. Interesting stuff, eh? Let's go and find the bucket, or she'll only get lost. There she is, look, wandering around like Shirley Valentine. I don't know. What are you doing, bucket? Mucking about. Our bucket's trying to fix me up with the girl that served us now. Though if she'd have been a bit older, I would have asked her if she wanted to ride on the bike. As she says, she can't ride one anymore because she's had some injuries. Sit on the back though, couldn't she? Anyway, yeah. As you can see, well and truly open. I'm waiting for you to get on a plane and come and eat here. I was just saying to the bucket actually, the prices of the food in these tavernas along Kateleios seems pretty reasonable this year. I always thought it was a bit expensive, but either they haven't put them up or they've dropped the price, but I have to say, let's give you an example on this board here. There you go. 12 to 15 euros seems to be the going rate. So yeah, that's the establishment that I always go into, purely because it's open all year. So I'll support them during the summer because they look after us during the winter. Anyway, time to find the bucket because I've got an idea. You see the gift shop up there? I think she's gone in there. Now at this point in the video I would like to point out that me and the bucket, or Pat as everybody back home knows her, are very close friends. In fact, she considers me more like a brother than her own brother, and that's a privilege to me. So I've always called her my sister, and most of the people on this island think she is actually my sister. She might as well be. We are very close. Now, you saw her then in walking around and disappearing into shops and stuff, and at this point in the video I'm looking for her, aren't I? Now, she's very proud of my achievements on the island and was extremely pleased, as were a lot of my friends, when I got Village Oro. And as you know, if you watch the channel a lot, Village Oro was very, very overgrown. Nature had tried to reclaim the place. So I've been doing a lot of work. And one of them was reclaiming this wonderful barbecue, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, our Pat could see the potential there, because I'm going to try and deck it out, build a little bar, and then I can have friends over and we can have some quiet nights. Because you get a nice breeze off the mountain that comes straight through here. Now it's a lot warmer. I'm very appreciative of that. I sit here in the evening with a beer or a glass of wine, and you can cool off without having to have a fan or any air conditioning on. So this will be a really nice place to sit. And of course, in the summer sunshine, when I've cleared it, which will be on another video, so I'm not going to show you too much. When I've cleared it, I intend to deck it, put a little bar down there so you can sunbathe during the day, and I'm going to have a hammock in there. So, unbeknown to me, the bucket was in a shop purchasing a gift. She's very naughty. She hasn't got two halfpence to rub together, as my gran would have said, but nevertheless, she'd seen me looking at something in the shop that I quite liked, but knew I couldn't afford it. So she brought it me. See, it sort of sums up the heritage that I've built up. For those of you who don't know, I've named the villa, so the postman knows where I am now, after my first proper sea-going vessel that I lived on for over 20 years, the Jorro. Now, Jorro is an abbreviation of Jolly Roger, because in 1949, when the boat was built, it would have been, well, frowned upon to have called it Jolly Roger, so Jorro it was. So yeah, I just thought that was very nice, and it fits in with the surroundings and what I'm intending to do with old pallets and bits and pieces of wood. Very well. So thank you for that, Bucket, but you're very naughty. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Yeah, there she is. By the what?
One of these with a hat on, look at the turtle.
You're chuffed with that, aren't you?
I'm going to pinch your dishes, Moss. Pinch your dishes when I get home.
Yeah. Yeah, the bucket reckons the prices in there are very good, and I've had a look and I think she's probably right, they are. The sunglasses are certainly cheaper here than in Agastoli, or Argostoli. Got to wait for her to do the shopping now. There she is, look, laden down with all the shopping.
I've only got hand luggage. Where's you going?
Oh, they've got some of your type of ice cream there. Would you prefer one of them?
No, keep going.
Because I usually buy a Magnum thing.
Yeah.
But I can get you one of those if you want. See, that's tempted her. What are you doing, Bucket?
Knocking a bite.
Oh, caramel fudge.
Had it for you.
Oh. And regulars to the site will remember that this square, last time I was here, was for the people doing traditional Greek dancing, because it was Easter time and there was some sort of Easter dancing thing going on. I haven't got a clue, have I, really? But I bet I'll get some comments on that.
And I am not reenacting.
Yeah, I'd like to see Pat do some Greek dancing, that would be funny. So yeah, there you go. A well and truly open for the season Kateleios, a joy to see. I have to say I do quite like it here. It is one of my stops when I'm on the bike, even in the winter. But yeah, so I'm going to get an ice cream because the bucket wasn't interested in the ones further up, so we're going to get a Magnum, I think, and then get in the car and see where it takes us. Now, for those of you who answered Terry Wilson about him buying a shed, you're too late, he's bought one. Not really. Now, I have filmed this property before, but I don't think I've done it when I've been on the bike or in the car. It's a very interesting property. If you look at the fence, see anything missing there? They're steel uprights buried in the concrete. Really clever, because it acts as a proper fence, but it's I like it a lot. The building's really interesting to look at as well. So, whoever owns that, congratulations. I like that a lot. Very, very clever bit of architecture, that. Very clever. Anyway, we're walking back to the car now. So we're on the road between Poros, and actually the closest thing to us now would be Lordas, I suppose. And you've probably passed that sign loads of times. I've heard loads of things about it. So I thought I'd video it for you because, well, yeah. There you go. So that's the old stone bridge. If you're into that sort of thing, then by all means pull up and have a look at it. That's yeah. Where's the water, I hear you say? Where's the water, Rudgy? Well, I'll tell you where the water is. We're in the summer now. Well, we're getting that way. It's May, and that rain isn't raining enough to cause it to come through there now, if it ever does these days. So while we're here, we might as well have a look at the view. There's the solar farm. It's lovely, that, isn't it? The solar farm. Yeah, there you go. It drains out down to there. And there's the other half, the solar farm. I can hear all the green people going, oh yeah, lovely solar farms. Apparently there can be too much sun for them. They have to switch them off. Yeah. That's the future, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to go and get into my petrol-powered combustion-engined Fiat Panda and go and see Beer Grills, because he's got my he's got the bucket, a big crate of Mythos, because Mythos sales have shot through the roof while she's been here, and he's got me some English bacon and some Lucanica Inglesio, which I'll let you look up for those of you who don't speak Greek. Let's get back in the old buggy and crack on. You doing, Pat?
Mucking about.
She said it. So that was the bucket's last day. I think she enjoyed herself. I hope she did. It was a pleasure having her here. It's always good fun. She's got a good sense of humour, bless her. And I know she's got some fans now on this site, so so there you go. Anyway, I asked her what she wanted to do on her last day, because she flew late in the evening. So we went and visited a few people in a few places, and then I asked her what she wanted to eat. That was a bit of a surprise. You'll see that in just a minute. She did have a horrendous flight home. Apparently the flight was delayed, which I was oblivious to. But the weather kicked off. We had thunderstorms and high winds. So she flew through the plane lighting up like an X-ray machine. Some guy got drunk behind her and started causing trouble, and they arrested him and carried him off the plane. The other end. She had some problems at the station and was rescued by some guy in a hotel. She's got such an interesting life. But fair play to you, Pat. You did very well. I'm very proud of you for travelling on your own. It's very difficult. So anyway, that was this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. For those of you who visited the Coffee and PayPal, thank you ever so much for doing that. And if you're interested in what the coffee page is about, it doesn't cost you anything to have a look. The link is in the description below. And I'll catch you all next week. Thanks for watching.
The bass.
Yes.
I play the bass.
So we got Maggie's on bass. we got Rodney on rhythm guitar. What are you playing?
I'm playing the second bass.
Second bass. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, the audience. Is there going to be a lead break?
Oh, damn. Actually, come in here, it's your turn.
Here comes the
Do you think they'll come on for an encore? No.
Roger, you have to play lead. You can sing and play guitar. Oh,
No, I can't. So I said to the bucket, you fly at night, you've got to be at the airport for 9, it's about 6. What do you want for your tea? Oh, well, I had the gyros when I came and I liked them and I've only had 2. I went, oh. So we're at the bus station.
What you doing, Rudgy?
Eating gyros. So what have we got there then, our pack?
Gyros. You don't sound your ease.
Oh well, there you go, a happy bucket. Me fuss on the gyros.
I'm starting the same way as I'm finishing the same way as I started. Gyros and meatballs.
Oh well, you can't whack that, can you? What are you doing, bucket? Well, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. The bucket is well on her way back to the UK. Why are you still up, Rudgy? Well, I don't go to bed till early hours of the morning anyway. As some of you know, watch the channel, I used to be an entertainer, and I think it messed my body clock up somewhat. I'd be coming home about now after a gig. Don't know whether you can hear that. It's very, very windy outside, to the point where, if you look, yeah, I've pulled the shutters to. I had to pull the shutters to because I thought the glass was going to go. The big table outside, it's blown that over. I've had to take that down and put that away. In my bedroom, put the light on. As you can see, the curtains moving around, and I've got the shutters drawn and the window shut. Going to be a breezy old night. However, there is one thing about this that will make you laugh if you watch the channel a lot. It's not going up and down, it's not going side to side, and I'm not having to stay up all night to make sure that I don't lose any lines, break any fair leads or bollards. Yeah, it's a house. Might blow a tile off. It's not going to sink, is it? So there you go. Having said that, might have an earthquake tomorrow, but there you go. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, right after this, probably going to be morning. So there you go. That was a windy old night. But as you can see, I've pulled all the shutters back. One casualty, but other than that, wasn't too bad. I've had to refit the Wi-Fi temporarily because Gary's coming out next week, I think, to fit it permanently. So, still a bit overcast, but yeah, it was a good old blow last night. It keeps threatening the rain. I think it may well do in a bit. Yeah, the casualty was this lamp up here. I don't know what happened to that, but the glass thing fell on the floor and broke. So now I've got to try and find one of those from somewhere, or make something else. What I might do is replace the lamps. Those two work and that one doesn't. So, I mean, what I suppose I could do is take the glass off that, put it round there and put a brighter light in here. So today I'm going to plant the old orange tree and finish off clearing the garden. Put the table back up probably. I've trimmed this, started to trim this hedge, but it got blown about again last night, so now I can trim it again, get it a bit squarer. I don't know whether you can see that. I'm whispering because we've got a little visitor up there, look, see? Look at that. They've rebuilt the nest. filling. I have some little baby ones in a bit. I make a bit of a mess, but it's not too bad. I just clean it up every day.